Hello and welcome to Mystery Monday number 21, where our learning goal is to cite strong and thorough textual evidence to support an analysis of what the text says explicitly, as well as in making inferences drawn from the text, including where the text leaves matters uncertain. Today, at the end of the lesson, you'll be asked to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 4. A 4 means you can draw inferences from the text, you can point to the evidence the author uses to prove his or her point, and where the text leaves matters uncertain. You're also picking up on some nuance, like sarcasm and irony. If you're at a 3, which is where we want everyone to be, that means you can draw inferences from the text, and you can point to evidence the author uses to prove his or her point, and where the text leaves matters uncertain. But you're missing some of that nuance, like sarcasm and irony. If you're at a 2, that means you can draw inferences from the text and point to the evidence that the author uses to prove his or her point, but you're not really identifying where the text leaves matters uncertain. If you're at a 1, that means you are unsure of how to draw inferences. If you're at a 1 or a 2, if you truly feel that way, that is a good thing for me to know, because this assessment, this scale is as much of an assessment of you as it is of me. It allows me to help ask better questions, to point out different passages in the text that lead you to the correct answers. I need to know how I can do better for you. So if you're at a 1 or a 2, that's great for me to know, because I'm able then to help everybody get to a 3 by the end of the school year. Today's story is titled Something Fishy at Rustico Farm. Currently at the right, you see the hard copy, a PDF of that linked, as well as an audiobook. You don't have to listen to the audiobook, it's me reading, but it is an option if you feel that that would be beneficial. And next, we are on to the vocab portion of the lesson today. Please answer the questions at the right as the word pops up on the screen. All right, and we are into the questions for the story that kind of lead us to that final solution. The first says, Sylvanus Bird picks up an apple from the ground and eats it. Presumably, it fell from a tree to get there. At what point do things, be they fruit or leaves, typically fall from trees? What time of the year? What does it mean when something falls from a tree? And number 2 is, what can we infer about upbringing? Remember, he said he grew up near an orchard, based on your answer above and the fact that he ate an apple. So again, what can we infer about Bird's upbringing based on your answer above and the fact that he ate the apple? And the question is, what made Mary Ritchie suspect Bird of something? And here is your solution. Anyone raised near an orchard, Mary realized, would know enough to be careful eating an apple picked off the ground. An apple that falls on the ground is likely to have worm or a fungus or to be overripe, any of which could cause it to fall. For some reason, Sylvanus Bird does not seem to be entirely truthful about his upbringing. So as we look at the question again, what made Mary Ritchie suspect Bird of something? How would you change your answer based on after having seen the final solution? What would you change? What would you add? All right, and so here we are back at the scale. Where would you rate yourself on your ability to cite textual evidence to support an analysis of what the text says explicitly, as well as making inferences? Would you put yourself at a 4, a 3, a 2, or a 1? And finally, why did you rate yourself as you did? What caused you to give yourself that numbered rating? Upon answering this question and all the ones before it, you have earned yourself a unit for the day. Thank you, and have a wonderful afternoon.